everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are here today to talk about Stranger Things Season 4. Spoilers if you haven't watched it yet. Like, share, and subscribe.
And all that jazz.
And all that. Both of our books are available for sale on Amazon. Links in the description. If you like romance or you like sci-fi and fantasy.
Yours is a teen romance.
I love you.
Check out my book. The Byers moved to California. That move I thought was depicted so well because moves are so hard for kids, especially when you have to give up really, really good friends. None of the kids are in a good place after this move. I mean, Jonathan is a total pothead.
Wait. What?
Jonathan says the plants are super safe because they come from the earth, but to not tell Joyce.
Jonathan, what is wrong with you?
I don't think I know what's wrong with them.
What is your approach here, man? To just slow motion break up with Nancy?
I guess.
No, man!
I know. I don't know what to do.
And completely, stressed out about his romantic relationship with Nancy, but can't face any of his problems.
Got me stressed out. It's not even my girlfriend.
Will is totally confused about his sexuality and has no one to talk to because his older brother is just completely stoned all the time.
What's going on?
And then 11 is a total social outcast. This really showed how important and rare and valuable her friendship with Max was. It's so hard to find a friend like that. And I don't think you realize how, much you can value your real friends until you're in a position in your life when you're not around them and you can't make new ones. The flashbacks to how close they were, because 11 couldn't make any other female friends. This is her only female friend. It made Max's death sequence at the end so much more impactful.
Oh yeah.
But we'll get into that later. Angela. Oh my god. This fucking bitch.
For my hero, I chose my dad.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just confused. I thought this was a presentation about a historical hero.
My dad was in the newspaper.
Your local paper?
Holy shit, I've never wanted a character to die more. I don't think I hated the bullies from season 1 as much as I hated anyone. This bitch.
Of course, you're a girl.
This fucking bitch. You don't make fun of someone's dead parent.
You'll just have to cry to your daddy instead. Oh wait, can't do that either.
She was just soulless.
Oh yeah.
She was just horrible.
Angela!
Yes!
Yeah.
And sorry, freaked my cat out.
Oh my god.
What are we doing?
This reminded me of Darvo. Deny, attack, reverse victim offender. This is something that abusers do. I'm sorry, I know her face was bleeding and it was probably a little scary, but she had one bad cut on her forehead. It was not like she got acid thrown in her face. Shut the fuck up. The way she was carrying on and on and on, you'd think she had acid thrown in her face and she was blinded.
I mean, it was just like rubber wheels.
Plastic.
Oh.
Not like hard plastic, just the soft kind.
Would you shut the fuck up? And I didn't see a problem because now that fucking bitch is as ugly on the outside as she is on the inside. It's fine.
Being a man, I know better than to weigh in on any of this. So just waiting for the next topic.
If 11 had her powers, Angela would have been split in two like the Mind Flayer's face in season 3.
Oh yeah, that's why they took him away. That's why.
But I wanted her to
Couldn't
do
have
it.
11 mass murdering half a California.
Oh, I wanted to see that so bad. Oh god, you think your face is fucked up now? Oh, she had her powers. Fuck you.
I believe you two can return to your full power. Your abilities are still in here. You just need to remember.
There was one pretty big credibility gap, we thought, with the Nina Project and how that was introduced in this season. Elle lost her powers through the bite from the Mind Flayer. She had to get past what was introduced as a physical problem by going deep psychologically and bringing up all these repressed memories.
She lost her powers from a bad infection. So it seems like blood purification or some sort of treatment to get whatever it is that like infected her out to get her powers back.
Yes, but if she did that, we couldn't have the giant information dump about the past.
Someone's a sleepyhead this morning.
I'm sorry. Am I in trouble?
And introduced like the main antagonist to that.
Yeah,
so.
I know. So yeah, they needed to bring in Henry/Vecna/1.
Vecna. Henry. 1. Sorry, what are we calling him now?
1.
Vecna.
1.
Henry. Right.
But it just seems like a plot hole to me. I'm sorry.
Well, there's also the matter of her hardly knowing even how to talk.
You don't want to close? No. Oh, so you can speak.
She was set up in season 1 like she had no social skills whatsoever.
No! Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No,
oh my god! Oh my god!
She-
Oh my god!
At least you can talk.
She said no and yes. Your 3-year-old sister says more.
She tried to get naked.
Something seriously wrong with her. Like, wrong in the head.
She just went like...
Birth to like age 7 is when we are most susceptible to languages and when we acquire our languages. And so when you're raised in isolation, yes, 11 in season 1 would have had a very, very limited vocabulary.
We just wanted to find our friend.
Friend?
Yeah, friend. Will?
What is friend?
Is she serious?
And even in season 2, when she's having the fight with Hopper, she's struggling so hard to like find the words to communicate her feelings about how angry she is.
You promised I'd go, and I never leave!
And you can like see the frustration. And then out of the blue suddenly now in season 4, there's like a whole orphanage of kids there. There was enough kids that this would have been like the equivalent of being raised in an orphanage. She would have been socialized. She would have had a way bigger vocabulary. I think they wanted this big horrific thing where all these children were murdered. And yeah, it was horrific and it did work to, the horror element. It was very horrific and they wanted a horror show. But I just didn't feel like it worked for everything we already know about Eleven's character and her limited vocabulary.
After the attack, you fell into a coma.
Comas can have an effect on our language.
When you awoke, something had been lost. Your memories, along with whatever else you'd found within yourself that day.
I wish that they had explained that this not only made her forget the encounter with Henry, but made her forget everything. Every person she had known before the attack.
Hello, 11.
I got triggered by Papa coming back. That fucker.
Oh, yeah.
That fucking fucker.
I know. You're frightened of me. Perhaps in our time apart, you may have even grown to hate me.
He is a narcissistic control freak. His version of parenthood is to control every aspect of his children's lives. He wants to be a father figure, which is why he had 11, and all the other kids call him Papa.
Good morning, children.
Good morning, Papa!
Creepy.
Are you ready?
Yes, Papa!
Good.
It's been difficult to tell if he ever cared about 11. Since season 1, it's been hard to tell if any of his tenderness towards her was real or if he was just using her. And then in season 4, when the Lab 2.0, aka the Nina Project, was under attack, and he carries 11 out and takes several bullets trying to save her, it was like, wow, we see that he actually does care about her as a parent, but he's such an egomaniac. It was just such a toxic parent-child dynamic.
You kept Henry in that lab with the children.
You are the one who released him from his prison. You. And now you are angry with yourself and you're taking your anger out on me and you're risking everything.
No, you. You have risked everything. You have lied. You made me look for him. You are the monster.
I loved the last moments when he is trying to get her to tell her that, she understands why he did what he did.
I need you to understand. Please tell me you understand.
And she doesn't. I mean, even the last moments were not about her and making it easier for her to deal with his death. It was about him getting over his own guilt. It was all about him, even until like the last moment. And I love the fact that she didn't give him what he wanted, and that she went off with her real family, her found family, you know, the new family, the family that matters, and just left him there to die alone. So rewarding. Jamie Campbell Bower did such a good job. We watched season 4 twice. The first time I saw this, it was like, okay, Eleven has a parent figure in the lab.
Sometimes it's helpful to take a step away for a moment. Let the mind clear.
She has an adult. She has somebody who's going to treat her more than a lab rat. And I was so happy to see that he was there.
Good luck.
With her. But then the second time you watch it, it's so obvious how manipulative he is.
He and the others are going to attempt to kill you. Right here. In this room. And Papa will allow it to happen. Well. Look who finally decided to join us. Someone's a sleepyhead this morning. Someone's a sleepyhead this morning. Someone's a sleepyhead this morning.
Over and over again in that nice, sweet, like patronizing voice. Oh, that was so creepy. He seemed so nice, but then when we found out, once he got his powers back, his face just morphed. Because he has kind of an angelic looking face. The actor does, you know? And then his face just morphed into this, like, oh my god, this monstrous looking, evil, scary monster, like, right in front of us.
Yeah, the character of Vecna is a psychopath, right down to the ritualized ways that he kills, like, everybody exactly the same way, just like serial killers do.
And she just, like, hung there in the air. And her bones, her bones started to snap. Her eyes, man, it was like there was something like inside her head pulling.
He is a serial killer. Basically, he's just a serial killer with psychic powers.
Vecna's curse. Who's Vecna? An undead creature of great power. A spellcaster. A dark wizard.
That's what makes him super scary, is those identifiable elements.
Seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, decades.
The creepy thing about it is I actually found a lot of what he was saying relatable. I've hated, since I was a child, I've hated that we like live and die by this clock. We get up at a certain time, we go to bed. I have a sleep disorder, so I don't. I sleep at different times than other people. I'm completely weird.
Each life, a faded, lesser copy of the one before. Wake up, eat, work, sleep, reproduce, and die.
All these pathetic human beings are just slave to this clock. And how, like, he thinks he's so unique and different and special and relatable.
Most people fear spiders. I found them endlessly fascinating. Like me, they are solitary creatures. They immobilize and feed on the weak, bringing balance and order to an unstable ecosystem. But the human world was disrupting this harmony. Humans are a unique type of pest.
I mean, if you listen to the way Charles Manson would talk about himself, it was the same thing. I am so unique and special and different.
I'm the Pope. I'm 10 times the Pope. I'm 50 times the Pope.
I could not close off my mind and join in the madness. I could not pretend.
But I'm the Pope in the hills and in the mountains. I'm already out of here.
I could make my own rules.
If I wanted to kill somebody, I'd take this book and beat you to death with it, and I wouldn't feel a thing. It'd be just like walking to the drugstore.
I could restore balance to a broken world.
Maybe I should have killed 400 or 500 people, then I would have felt better. Then when I felt like I really offered society something.
It's just an excuse to put themselves in a position of God, and everybody else is in the position of, you know, these little playthings that I can do whatever I want with.
I know, but that's why he's such a great character. I mean, if you can take relatable elements of like monsters in real life and make it supernatural, I think this was such a good character. They did such a good job with him.
This enclosure here, I'm out of here. My body's stuck here, but my thought is already gone. But I'm the Pope in the hills and in the mountains. I'm already out of here.
He's a real boogeyman.
The paralysis of his victims. I gotta talk about this because like I've had so many bad sleep paralysis moments in my life, really bad sleep paralysis. So the fact that like they couldn't move, and even like at the end when 11 is all bound up and like you can't move, that and like, you know, Nell from Haunting of Hill House. Her constant sleep paralysis throughout her life, can totally relate. So this was also personally triggering for me.
Well, it's an archetypal fear, you know. That's, you know, when you're asleep, your motor parts of your brain shut down. So sometimes the part of your brain that knows what's going on wakes up, but the part of your brain that controls all your motor skills doesn't. So you're just stuck there, and that's terrifying.
Yeah, and you know, it was very much like, you know, Chrissy when the victims would go into the trance state.
Time to wake up, okay? Hello, can you hear me? Wake up, Chrissy! Chrissy, wake up! I don't like this, Chrissy, wake up!
All of them, it was like they were suddenly just asleep, and they were just pulled into that state, and like unwillingly, and it was just like so creepy. But again, reminded me of Nightmare on Elm Street. It's like you're in that helpless state when you can't move your body.
Okay, now!
They can't help you, Max.
This scene is so iconic. Vecna preys upon people by triggering their trauma, by forcing them to see the worst aspects of themselves and the worst aspects of the people who love them. And I love the fact that she uses her good memories to defeat him. This is such an iconic depiction or symbolic scene representing depression and how you choose to take control of your own mind and focus on things that you're grateful for as a coping mechanism to help alleviate some of the depression. I love that she's able to use her good memories against him. And then Max is such a badass because not only does she prevent him from killing her, but she also hurts him by ripping off a tentacle. Go Max. And then I also love that this also connects 11 and Max together. They're the only two victims who were about to be killed by Vecna and who figured out how to save themselves. This scene is so iconic. This scene is going to be remembered forever.
This is what we consider to be the scariest of the seasons so far.
In the first couple of seasons, there were scary monsters, but they were kind of animalistic in terms of the fact that they would hunt anyone that they could get their hands on, any victim. And as the seasons have progressed, the monsters have slowly become more supernatural horror. They go after specific people who have trauma.
Everyone Vecna targets has something in their life.
Just tell them I fell again. I slipped. An accident.
Something that's
hurting them. Haunting them.
This one day, he came to practice with a black eye.
It very much reminded me of Nightmare on Elm Street.
It was like a dream, a nightmare.
Like Freddy Krueger's boiler room.
Freddy Krueger?
He's a super burned up dude with razors for fingers, and he kills you in your dreams.
Dustin, seriously?
Sorry. It's a movie. It's not real.
Plus Stephen King's It. It even had Robert Englund this season. And the house that looked like the house in Andy Muschietti's It. So yeah, this one had that creepy, ominous house in town that everyone walks across the street to avoid.
Yeah, you could see in the production and set design and in the cinematography, you're seeing a lot more stark, high-key lighting, very bright whites, dark shadows, backlighting piercing through obstructions like vertical slats and stuff like that, a la Clive Barker's Hellraiser.
Yeah, Chrissy's hallucinations were like straight out of Stephen King's It.
Chrissy! Did you hear me? Open the goddamn door, Chrissy! Open the door, Chrissy, or I'm gonna gut you like the fat pig that you are!
The Duffer Brothers wanted to do it, but they didn't get it. And so they turned, I think, season 4 of Stranger Things into what it would have looked like if they had directed it.
The devil has come to America. Dungeons and Dragons.
The Satanic Panic in this.
These murders are ritualistic sacrifices. We've all heard about how satanic cults are spreading to our country like some disease. And Eddie Munson, he's the leader of one of these cults.
Studies have linked violent behavior to the game, saying it promotes satanic worship, ritual sacrifice, sodomy, suicide, and even murder.
A widespread moral hysteria linked to devil worship, tabletop games like Dungeons and Dragons, and heavy metal.
Society has to blame something. We're an easy target.
Exactly. We're the freaks because we like to play a fantasy game.
And of course, Eddie was like a hybrid of all of those things and the perfect scapegoat.
You want something, freak?
Like Stephen King's stories, the human villains become just as unlikable as the supernatural creatures.
Henry, shut up!
Jason Carver kind of became not quite as bad as Henry Bowers, but it did remind me again of Henry Bowers and his gang of asshole bullies from Stephen King's It. Jason wasn't a psychopath the way Henry Bauer was, but he became so wrapped up in this self-righteous crusade that he was on.
I remembered Romans 12:21. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. And God knows there's good in this town. So much good. It's in this room. It's in this room. Right here. Right now.
That, the basketball team thought that they were the good guys, but then towards the end, they're like attacking Erica. Like, dude, you're like our high school basketball player. You're a big guy and you're attacking this little girl. Like, you think you're the good guys?
Yes, they are doing the worst things with the best intention, just like evangelicals in the 1980s.
I've read the wrong person plays this game. It can warp their mind. They confuse fantasy and reality, and innocent people die. I mean, it's been happening all over the country. It's like an epidemic.
Yeah, I read about that shit. It's real.
And now this cult is protecting its leader, Eddie, hiding him, allowing him to continue his rampage.
I love that they used the Satanic Panic as the human horror element in this. I remember growing up not being able to watch the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon on TV. I couldn't watch Smurfs, for God's sake, because it had supposed pagan references in it. We played D&D, okay, because we were nerds, but we had to do it in secret. And my friend, his dad was like the elder at the local church, and he had the books, like the DM's manual, the player's handbooks. He had to keep the books under his bed like porn, okay? And his dad found them, and oh my God, no, we couldn't play Dungeons and Dragons after that because they were confiscated and like exorcised.
The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you!
Or whatever the hell his religious fanatic father did with them. But it really did work as a cultural satire on the Satanic Panic.
As if there wasn't enough in Hawkins to actually freak out about. Everyone in Hawkins was completely high-strung, wound up, and just like, really tense. I think they all could have used Argyle's weed.
Byers, man, having a party, not inviting me, man, that's not cool.
I shoot! You run!
That is so not cool, man.
Stop the car!
What the hell is going on? Is that real blood, man?
Argyle was like the comic relief.
Yeah, I'm like super spiritual, dude.
He's the magical stoner.
The stereotypical Cheech and Chong stoner. This guy had
also very popular in the 80s.
No responsibilities.
How is he still high?
He is a character with no life. He will drive his friends anywhere they want to go.
I just need a hacker. The only hacker that I know lives in Utah.
Utah?
Salt Lake City, to be specific. If we take the I-15 north, we'll get there by morning.
They go from California to Utah to Nevada to Indiana.
Can't feel my butt. Can't feel my butt. You guys feel your butts?
This guy has no friends or family outside of work that might need his help. He has no pets to take care of, no elderly grandparents to check up on. He's just free to drive his friends anywhere.
Like a leaf on the wind, man.
The couples. Mike and Eleven. Some fans, I don't know who, from season 1 have looked at this couple and thought, if I had just had a relationship like this back in the day, my adolescence would have been so much better. This is like the perfect young couple. They were idealized by some people.
Mm-hmm.
But this season especially really depicted them as like, oh, they're just like the rest of us when we were that age.
I care for you so much.
But you don't love me anymore.
Who said that I didn't?
They're being completely controlled by their insecurities.
You never say it.
I say it.
She's so terrified to have him find out what a social outcast she is.
Do you come here a lot?
Yeah. Will does not.
No.
But I go to parties here. It's a big party place.
I don't think Mike's gonna like that you're lying to him. And he doesn't deserve that. And when he finds out, he's gonna be mad.
And he thinks that she's so cool and powerful and special that if she gets her powers back, she's not going to want him.
She's special. She was born special. Maybe I was one of the first people to realize that. But the truth is, when I stumbled on her in the woods, she just needed someone.
So they were completely being led and guided by their insecurities this season, which was completely realistic to people that age.
It's not fate. It's not destiny. It's just simple dumb luck. And one day she's gonna realize that I'm just some random nerd that got lucky that Superman landed on his doorstep.
Especially at that age, yeah.
At the end, that speech.
I love you. Elle, do you hear me? I love you. I love you on your good days. I love you on your bad days. I love you with your powers. I love you without your powers. I love you for exactly who you are.
Which speech was that? I wasn't really paying attention at that point.
So he was alive because no one can die. But, I mean, living in that Soviet prison was kind of worse than death.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean,
That's the idea.
that was horrible.
Yeah.
Hopper's first attempt to escape. God, he goes through all of that to get that shackle off his leg, and then he escapes, and it's so satisfying. And then they fucking caught him again. I'm glad Joyce went to go save him.
Guess you got my message, huh?
Oh no, I've always wanted to visit the Soviet Union with Murray.
Because they had to get him out of there. Horrible. It was in like the 7th layer of hell. But this was completely 80s. There's been an overall arching theme in this show that like the parents have no idea where their kids are.
Here, where are the kids? I haven't seen them. I don't think they're here yet.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Where are they?
Oh my gosh, I can hardly keep track these days. They were at Dustin's, then Lucas's, and Max's. Do you know how it is?
Damn hippie burnout stoners that are now disillusioned with your life in the 80s. Pay attention to your kids.
I know. She goes off and then like her daughter's getting arrested. I'm like, where the fuck are you?
You want to see Jane? Find your mother. We do have that date to get to, remember?
When Joyce and Hopper got together, it was so satisfying. It took 4 seasons for them to get to that kiss. The climax, you had all these different storylines with all these different characters going on. That last episode, all the storylines intersected beautifully. We have 11 and Max are trapped in Max's head.
If you touch her again, I will kill you again.
Robin, Nancy, and Jonathan are attacking Vecna in the Upside Down. Dustin and Eddie are distracting all the monsters in the Upside Down so Jonathan, Robin, and Nancy can attack.
Chrissy, this is for you.
Lucas is fighting Jason. Joyce and Hopper are fighting the Demogorgons from the Soviet prison. And then even Mike and Will and Jonathan, they have the least to do action-wise. But again, that speech that Mike gave.
You're my superhero.
Mike, just do that like a couple of seconds sooner so 11 can like get out of the bind and save Max. If he had just started a couple of seconds sooner, Max wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
I'm yelling at the TV. I'm like yelling at Nancy, shoot Vecna in the fucking head. They're like going after his chest. No, everyone knows. You grew up in the 80s, Nancy. You should know this. You should know this, Nancy and Steve and Robin. You should know that if you go after the undead, you go after the brain. They don't go after his head. And I'm like, go shoot him in the fucking head. And then 11 can obviously, she can snap anyone's neck in a second. And I'm like, snap his neck, snap his neck, snap his neck, snap his neck. Why the fuck she's like throwing him everywhere and like on the boat? Just snap his fucking neck. But I know he can't die because they need him for the next season. But still, I was yelling at the TV like a guy watching football. This was such an emotional punch.
Oh God. Oh God, Eddie.
Bad, huh?
No. You're gonna be fine. We just gotta get you to a hospital, okay?
Okay.
It was so emotional.
Yeah, this was probably, I don't know, for me it was the most impactful death. Just
You would totally be friends with him in real life.
absolutely, especially as running campaigns like that. That'd be great. You know, that's like everything you want in a DM.
I didn't run away this time, right? No. You didn't run.
You're gonna have to look after those little sheep for me, okay?
No, you're gonna do that yourself.
Nah, man. Say I'm gonna look after them. Say it.
I'm gonna look after them.
I love you, man.
I love you too. Eddie. Come on. Eddie!
Oh my God. The first time I watched it, I cried like a baby. And then the second time I watched it, I cried like a baby again because after Eddie's death, then you don't get a room, like a second to breathe. Boom! They hit you right with like Max's death.
I can't feel or see anything.
I know. It's okay. We're gonna get you some help, okay? And just hold on.
I don't want to die. I'm not ready.
You're not gonna die. Please just hang on.
I want to go on. I don't want to.
This is the only female friend 11 has ever had in her entire life. She didn't have any in the lab when she was growing up. Max is like the only female friend that she's ever had that she could just be a normal kid with. Oh my God, Lucas killed it.
Max, stay with me. Max, stay with me. No. Max, please stay with me.
Oh my God, his grief. Oh my God, Caleb McLaughlin, you just like, you hit a home run with your performance. That was so good.
I know. Yeah, this season had all the emotional payoffs.
Hey, kid.
All of them.
Max being completely unreachable in a coma, but 11 cannot get to her. It's just like a void of nothingness. Perfect cliffhanger for season 5. Which we will be back with, so please subscribe.
And like and
comment.
And all that jazz.
And buy our books.
Yeah, buy our books. Available for sale on Amazon. Links in the description. If you like romance or you like sci-fi and fantasy.
Yours is a teen romance.
There's no monsters, but if you want something with the emotional depth of 11 or Jonathan and Nancy, check out my book.
I love you.
Mine's a funny fantasy series. It has monsters, but they're drinking at a bar. So think Lord of the Rings meets Cheers.
Bye.
Till next time.